Well, hello Pisces, this is Kathleen from Triple Threat Tarot, here to do your April read. How you guys doing? It's been a pretty optimistic April so far. Look at that. Ace of Cups with some indecision. When I split the deck. Let's start with the Art Nouveau deck. Some wealth coming in. Six of Pentacles. Indecision about what to do with it, maybe. Maybe that's what the juggling's about. I don't know. And High Priestess, inner knowing here. Connection with the divine. Let's see what you got, Pisces. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Just so you know, I do not draw cards from the deck. I allow them to come out as jumpers. It's just how I prefer to do it. There is no right or wrong way in tarot to do this, but I find that having spirit pick the cards in that manner works best for me, and they tend to jump out when I do that. So I'll start with that. You know, whatever spirit, my spirit guides, whatever they want to tell us, that's what I'm going to take. That's what I'm going to read. Okay, I'll be going through all of the cards with you as soon as I leave this deck out. This is a Celtic Cross reading, as I've done for you guys before in the past. I like this reading because it really indicates clearly who the message is for. If it does not resonate with you, you can go ahead and look at your rising moon or Venus sign. Oop, this way. And that may be more fitting to the questions that you have on your mind right now. May help you answer those better than what I'm reading. I'm going to speak to the message that Spirit wants me to speak to, and that's whoever needs to hear it most in the Pisces collective, you know. So there are people out there who need some guidance and some spiritual enlightenment. And that's typically what Spirit gives me. So no shade if it isn't for you. And I will jump right out at me there too. I will be back mid-month to go through the readings again, and maybe that message will resonate with you if this first one doesn't. Okay, let's start from the beginning here. We get the King of Wands on his throne, creative, passionate, driven. And then we get the Five of Swords. This is someone who likes to win at all costs. King of Wands is a mature energy. You know, it starts out as a player energy down in the page, and then works up to this mature, passionate, creative person, right? Who's got it going on. And that whole kind of Tinder personality that the Page of Wands has, or that whole hookup kind of thing, is gone by the time we get to the King, okay? This is a mature individual, knows what he wants. Has a very discerning eye. And then here's the Five of Swords. And so this is also someone who wants to win at all costs. Now, this Page of Wands, this is a masculine energy. I can be reading for a male or a female. But it looks like this person that I'm reading for here is you. This card is for you. Is creative and passionate and knows what they want. They've been around the block. They know what's going on. And they have a very clear and decisive point of view on things, right? And then what the obstacle to getting what they want is, or getting what you want is, Five of Swords. And that is being a person who wants to win at any cost, okay? See how the other two people in the background here have laid down their swords and just said, oh, forget it, and walked away. He may have their swords because he has his own three. And as you'll notice in the tarot decks, you know, three is about you, right? It's all about the Trinity and all of it. But three is about you. And these two walk away, so this is winning at any cost. That's an obstacle for you, okay? Now that may be your own energy and wanting to win. That's an obstacle to getting what you want here. in this King of Wands position, or it may be another person who is your obstacle, who bears these qualities. In the recent past, we had the Page of Swords, so coming in with communication, a message of some urgency, cutting through all the bullshit, giving you some clarity. At the bottom of the deck in the subconscious, we get the Five of Pentacles. You notice how there's a leper and a beggar here wandering around out in the snow. The church is behind them. There is help and solace in the church, right? So that's where they will find their comfort and joy, is in spirituality and going within. But instead, they'd rather wander around outside in the snow. But there is help being offered behind them. And then in your conscious mind, and this is feeling very put out, right? And in your conscious mind is a Nine of Wands. So this is someone who is very, very guarded, been through a lot of battles in their life, been through more than one experience where they've learned lessons. They've had some hard knocks. See how their head is wrapped? This is the mind being injured, right, by all of these battles and being like, oh, never mind, I'm not, excuse me. I live near the hospital, so there are sirens coming and going during the day. And sometimes even at night now, so... especially with a pandemic, right? It's been difficult to try and coordinate my readings around when I think they're going to be most active, but it's gone now, so. Yeah, he's got on his mind. He's very guarded. He's very suspicious. He's very wary of other people. And like I said, hard knocks here, right? Has a concussion, basically, from all the battles that he's been through. He's holding on to his wand because he's not sure he should put it down yet, right? Maybe you're in a relationship where you're not sure if you should put it down. Or maybe you don't want to put it down and this is where this Five of Swords energy is coming from. Or maybe it was you who cut through the bullshit. Let's find out. Here in the immediate future is the Page of Cups in reverse. Either you expected a message of love, an offer of love to come in, and you haven't received that, or you have feelings of love and adoration for someone else, but you're not going to express them. Like, no, never mind. Not going to do it for whatever reason. Maybe because you want to win at this relational situation. You want to come out the victor here at any cost. I don't know. But in the reverse is the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. You know, it kind of speaks to it all. It kind of feels to me like here you're out in the cold with this person. Maybe you cut through their bullshit. You wanted to win at any cost. You're not going to give them a call. You're not going to give them a text. You're very guarded because you've been through these kind of battles before. You basically almost have a concussion here from how many you've been through. And your attitude is like, no thanks. I'm not going to even go there. I'm just going to take a break from relationships right now. However, in your environment is the Eight of Wands. So there is going to be communication from whoever this is. It's coming. Okay? So prepare yourself. In your hopes and fears, Page of Pentacles. I think Page of Pentacles can either be like studying something, learning a new course of study. Maybe you're learning lessons through this, you know. Maybe you're hoping that they've learned their lessons from the conversation that you had with them, where you shut them out, maybe blocked them entirely, and you're not speaking. Or maybe you're hoping they learn their lessons. Maybe you're fearful they haven't learned their lessons. I don't know. Seems like that. And then we've got the Queen of Swords as the final outcome. So you do have a message coming in, and I kind of feel like this Queen of Swords, I feel like this person that you've broken it off with, this is a feminine energy, but I feel like she's coming back to tell you her or his truth, right? You've had your say, King of Wands. You gave me a message here. You're sitting on your throne now. You had to win at any cost, right? Now, I've had some time to think about this. And I'm coming back with my 2 cents. Queen of Swords often has on her mind what she'd like to say, but has the wherewithal and the common sense not to necessarily blurt out everything. She knows what's going on. She's very intelligent. She can see through bullshit. She can see the truth in the situation. And she will listen, but she's also going to put in her 2 cents this go around. Let's see what else we get for you for clarification here. I'm going to take lights here, get some clarification for you on this. So, Pisces, if you were in a relationship where there was a conversation that ended the relationship, maybe there was some perspective of personal truth that was conveyed, an offer of love either taken back or refused, and now you sort of feel out in the cold, but you're guarded. This message is for you. Okay, what are we getting for clarity here, Spirit? King of Swords in reverse. So I think you said a little bit of what you had to say here. This is kind of like the baby steps, right? There's a lot more that you've got to say that you're not saying. Empress, too. So you're actually in a position to receive whatever they have to say. You're just not going to be the first one to speak here, I think. But they're going to communicate with you, so I wouldn't worry about that. And the Empress can also mean, fertility and birth, literally, or birthing a new project or a new idea. Star in reverse. I think that the way this is turning out and the way things are happening is not what you had in your mind. This is not how you dreamed it would be. 6 of Swords, moving on. I get the impression that one of you will move on after this communication comes in. For good here. Lovers in reverse again. 10 of Swords, too many times been stabbed in the back, right? Kind of like that 9 of Wands energy almost. And 5 of Cups is like the 5 of Pentacles here. Staring at that abyss from the past. All the things that have happened. The 2 cups that are still left, not focusing on those, focusing on the past, right? Too much going on here. All right, let's see some more information here. Spirit, is there anything else you want to give us on this read for Pisces? Is there anything else Pisces needs to know for the month of April about this returning person, their communication towards them? Still hidden? Okay. See, here you go. Split the deck. Someone is coming back from the past, but they're still unknown sitting here, and it's not going to be revealed until this encounter. I think that's it. That's all I'm getting from this deck. Okay. It is someone from the past coming back. All right, well, let's get some advice for you. How about that? Let's get some advice for you. We're going to start with Moonology here. Get a quick couple of words for you about what you should be doing here, Pisces. And again, the roles can be reversed. I mean, because there is no male or female in tarot, the roles can be reversed. But I really think hold your vision. Maybe that's keep your standards, right? Conclusions are within reach, yeah? Okay. What else? Show the world the real you. So this Page of Swords is going to become the King of Swords, I think, in this conversation with the Queen of Swords. See how this works? You may be the King of Wands in personality, but that aspect of your personality that has, this person is intuitive, messages from the divine, connection with spirit, connection with your higher self. Your higher self is going to step in here, I think, and working with this Queen of Swords and having that conversation. It's in reverse right now, right? Sharp words, sharp tongue. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. I want something else for you, though. I really feel like you need more advice than that. Is that the one? Okay. This is the one they want me to take. This is the one I will take. Oops. Two dropped out. Weird. Time to go. Deep knowing. Those were the two that dropped out. Okay. Time to go. You know, lessons are here to be learned, right? And as long as we accept what happens as a lesson and learn from it and move on, then the universe can open up another karmic cycle for us that is different than the one that we're leaving. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of a journey and have not yet begun the next one. This is a moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to a new experience and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on. Even if you need to be in a transition for a time, your destiny is calling to you. It's over, or at the very least, the form that this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go, it comes back. If it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, you need to walk away now. Okay, 43. Deep meanings, intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys and to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. See, when this is about truth, cutting through to the truth. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You're given information that you are given information that may make no sense whatever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and act accordingly. You're now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing. Tune in and trust your own vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive the answers. In relationships, there are occasions when you just